Hey guys, Ryan here, SP's Gym. Saturday night, just finished training. I want to talk to you guys about a few things. First and foremost, shout out to Kenny Weaver, first member of the Patreon site. If you haven't checked that out, look in the comment section or in the information on this video down below, and you will find the link to that. WAF. WAF is a mess right now, and it started off a couple of weeks ago with the whole thing about referees being banned if they WAF referees went and refereed at PAL or URPA events. It sounds like that will continue into other events. And now we have a situation where the WAF World Championships have been taken away from Poland and been given to Romania, and the powers that be have said no to Poland, yes to Romania, and not only taken the tournament away, but said every bid has moved up a year and told Romania that they have to run the World Championship in a lot less time. So get planning. We don't even have a firm date for that. Now, I have seen the interviews with Igor, and I've seen the statements made online by Marcin, and I've seen the letter from World Arm Wrestling Federation. And I've talked to some people behind the scenes that will go nameless because they do not wish to face the repercussions that may come with a statement like this, which may very well get me banned from WAF, because what I have pieced together in all of this is that it has nothing to do with the ability of Poland to run a World Arm Wrestling Federation championship. What this has to do with is power and control. And the guys at the very top of WAF want that power and control, and the ones that are right in the next tier below don't have the guts to say no. And this is a very similar situation back in 1998, well, starting in 1997 at the World Championships in India, where the two WAF federations went like this. Actually, there was one. Fred Roy was escorted out by gunpoint from the Congress meeting in India, and it caused a split in. There was a World Arm Wrestling Federation and there was a World Arm Sports Federation. The World Arm Wrestling Federation lived on. Eventually, the old WAF died. The new WAF, which, if you're paying attention to the minutiae of it all, they'll say it's not the new WAF, it was the same WAF. But there were two WAFs at one point, and they lasted about 3 years past that split. So the World Championships in Thunder Bay was a much smaller World Championship because it was the newly formed World Arm Wrestling Federation that eventually won out, and it is the WAF we know today. History has a funny way of repeating itself. So it appears to be, in my opinion, all about power and control. I do not have any reason to believe that the WAF full Congress has voted on this, nor do I have any reason to believe that the WAF full Congress has voted on the whole statement over referees. This just seems to be trying to be politically correct here. It is power and control, and I do not know what the end game is here, but the right thing to do would be to return that World Championship to Poland and allow them to put on the event and swallow your own pride and do what's best for the sport. Because right now, the people at the top of WAF that are causing this are not doing what's best for the sport. And it will spawn another federation or group, or you will force people to choose between what they want to do in the world. So instead of making us choose, leave the federation, leave the World Championships with Poland. That is the right thing to do. I strongly encourage you to do that. because if you don't, I think that Nemiroff Cup and Zloty Tour will have a record number of entries in 2019. That is all I'm going to say about that. Hopefully we have some news from our national presidential body pretty soon to explain what is happening and what the future looks like for WAF. As of right now, many arm wrestlers are talking about not bothering to attend a federation that seems like a dictatorship. I'm sorry, Ascend, but that's what it seems like. You have always been decent to me, to my face, but I do not like what is happening here, and I do not like the veil that is being pulled over our eyes of what the truth is here. So if you guys want to fight behind the scenes and you want to get in these little matches that you're having, that's fine, but don't let it affect the arm wrestlers, and do the right thing. Return the World Championships to Poland. Now, part 2 of this video, a little more upbeat. I want to explain to you guys that the problem with doing a hammer curl on a preacher bench, and I know I do all my videos sitting here, makes my arms look good, but I will demonstrate this right now and explain to you the difference. Here it is, guys. I've seen this time and time again. Guys get set up on a preacher bench to do a hammer curl, and they are right here like this. And they're doing this hammer curl. I'm using a 40-pound dumbbell just so I can, oh, hole in the shirt. I'm using a 40-pound dumbbell just so I can properly demonstrate to you guys what I mean here. But right here, this 40-pound dumbbell in my hand, there is no load on this. I can take this with my other hand, move it around, and there is no load. The load will increase as you get down to about here is where guys will stop, and then we'll curl this back up. I would like, stopping right here is great for arm wrestling position, but not when you're only absorbing a small percentage of that dumbbell when it's right here. As this lever extends, this gets quite a bit more heavy, but you can't do that with the 120-pound dumbbells I've seen guys doing. So right here, this does absolutely nothing unless you adjust your preacher bench so that you are at a 90-degree angle. I mean your upper arm to the ground, 90 degrees, then you're fully loaded. What is even better is if you're using a cable, because you can be over the preacher bench with a cable and it can still have the proper line of pull because the gravity is still pulling the same direction, but the cable stays loaded at all times. I hope that was helpful to you guys. If you have any training questions, please post them in the comments section down below, and I will post some kind of an answer on future videos. I have a huge interview coming up this week. It was supposed to be last Friday. We got our wires crossed. It's this Friday. It is someone, I've talked a little bit about it last time, that transcends the sport of arm wrestling, an old legend that has done many other things. They've got a book coming out right away, and I am not going to say any more than that. You guys have to wait, but it will be worth the wait. See you guys on Thursday.